Good morning, guys. Welcome to Lost Phoenix Gaming. And yes, before you ask, this is not Lost Phoenix Gaming on the screen. This is the official Forza Monthly Twitch stream with Charlie, with Dave Orton and Ali Tack. And the reason why I've got this stuff up is they like to sort of challenge each other, do silly little things with custom blueprints. And they've put this one out for the community to have a look at. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to have a look at this. And it's based around driving around through the woods. On this one, Dave, the guy in the middle, he's made a custom blueprint for Ali, the guy with Bomb, to actually go through and see if he can actually do it. And there is also another one a bit later on where Mike, who's not in this, is actually made one for Dave to try. And they're basically playing it on stream, and these have gone live now with the latest update. Now it's been pushed down to regular users like me. It is available, so thought, you know what, I'm going to have a go at this. So I have, and what I will do is I'll show you my stuff. I'll show you the time I want to beat on this, because I don't know what difficulty settings these guys are playing on, so I'm just going to work on how long it takes to actually complete it. So I'm going to try and beat in their times, and I'll also put the unedited playthrough that they completed on stream at the end of the video. So, getting into things. So now that they've finished, the time I need to beat for this first one, Forest Frenzy, is 3 minutes 59 seconds, .523. Okay, so half a second shy of 4 minutes. Okay, let's have a look. So I need to find this custom blueprint, and no share code's been released, but we know the names. So what I'm going to do is nip over to Creative Hub, go on to Blueprints, and what I can do is change a parameter. So put unlimited, and I can search for a keyword. So I'm going to put the title Forest Frenzy, which is what it's actually called. And I'm going to do a search on this, and it should, hopefully, come up in my list. There you go. Rabid Mr. Noodle, which is Dave's name on Forza. Rally Monsters Car Sunset in Winter. It's a dirt racing series trail event, 3.7 miles. And that's that first one you just saw them playing on stream. The share code is up there, 163676549. So where I've had to type in a name, search for it, you guys can just go ahead and use this share code, because once this share code is known, it's easier just to put it in and find stuff. And with this, I am going to show this pretty much unedited, but I will tell you that I completed this but forgot to actually do the share code. So I had to go back after I'd done the event and pull the share code up. That's why my driver level number's a little different, because I did level up in the meantime. In the original stream, Ali Tack was driving the Lego mini rally car. I don't have the rally pack. That's one thing I don't actually have in the game. But it is a Rally Monsters car, and it's an S1 class, and the closest I've got is my Forza Edition Renault 5. This is tuned up to S1 with one of my custom tunes on. It has got winter tyres, so I don't know what sort of difference that'll make, but I'm going to pull away on this one, and it's not too bad there. A bit of a tight corner, generally hit the wall, which isn't great, and not doing too badly. Like I said, I don't know what difficulty setting they're on, so I'm basically just going to see if I can beat the time. So I'm about half a second shy of 4 minutes is my target, which, okay, doesn't sound too bad, but given the fact that I am magnetised to trees in this game, and I've probably hit every single tree in Forza Horizon once or twice or more, so it probably doesn't bode too well. This thing starts off not too difficult. The checkpoints are quite wide apart, although I did actually go quite wide on this one. And I managed to get through though. I'm determined not to hit rewind, not to do restarts, not to basically just mess about. This is my first go at doing this. I've watched him do it on stream, so I've got some idea about what I need to do, but it does get quite hairy when you actually start going through a forest like this, because I'm trying to keep the speed on because I do want to beat the times. And it is actually quite difficult because you're in your winter, you're weaving around a lot, and there's a lot of lucky escapes here on the tree, and yeah, it's me, magnetised trees. So far so good. I haven't made too many little mistakes or anything, but you do have to be careful on this one. I've gone slightly wide, but I've managed just to pull that in, and coming through here and slowing down a bit because you've got a small little tree and you can't see what's behind it. It could be a massive tree and you don't want to be running into that stuff. Do a jump, take the foot off the accelerator because you don't want to go off too far through these little checkpoints, and as you can see, they are definitely getting closer and closer to the trees. This is actually getting quite scary for someone like me who likes to crash into trees on Horizon, but I'm doing okay. And it's one of those things where you have to sort of balance your speed with being careful, because you go too slow, you're going to end up not sort of getting the sort of time you want. But if you go too fast, you're going to crash into everything along the way, and that's going to delay you even further. And that's my first mess up. At 80%, that's my first mess up, smacking into a tree. So I actually think I've done pretty well on that one, because I was watching this on stream and I actually was expecting to be crashing into every single thing from the second I started the race. These are definitely getting close. You can't even go through a checkpoint, you just have to clip them at this point. And oops, slightly wide, almost missed it, but back through. I'm not quite sure where the other drivers are, but it's a good thing they're giving me a bit of space, because I can sort my lines out and everything. And through the line, first place, but I'm not looking at that, I'm looking at the time. So it's 3 minutes 5 seconds 0.640. So definitely beat Alitak's time on this one, because he was clocking in almost 4 minutes. I've done just over 3 minutes, so that's actually pretty good. I'm actually impressed because, like I said, I expected to absolutely fail abysmally on this one, and I didn't. So yeah, that's actually quite good. For the second one, we have an event called Tree Dodging Simulator 2020, and I see that you've got the MG Metro, which is actually not too bad. I haven't actually tuned this up. I have got it. This is designed by Flawless Cowboy, and you pull off on this one, and yeah, there's tank pools. You've got racing trucks, which is a bit of a nightmare to get across because it looks a pretty tight circuit on that one. But I'm going to sort of leave it on this one, and I'm going to jump into it myself. And what I will do is I will put all of these guys' footage at the end of this video, assuming I don't end up getting copyright strike for it, but I hopefully should be okay. I'll just have to cut out a little bit of music on one part because they forgot to put streamer mode on. Now the event's completed. It's 1 minute 47.074. It's an S1 class 900 tune in my MG Metro. So I'm going to go into it. I'm going to have to find this. So same procedure again. Go in, search, put it to unlimited because I don't know how long this is. And in the description, I'll put tree. And there's quite a few events with tree, like the Lego stuff, which I don't really want. So I'm going to have to go back on that one and actually change the search term. I'm going to put simulator, because when I recorded this, I couldn't quite remember what it was called. You've got farming simulator, free roam, speed simulator. You've got all these different simulators. And that's the one I'm talking about. Flawless Cowboy, Tree Dodging Simulator 2020, Dirt Racing, 1.6 miles, nighttime in spring. Okay, fantastic. 321-793-213. So that is the share code for that one. No messing about looking for names. Put this code in and you can go give this a try and see how you get on. For this, you can have the tank pool, the Unimog, the Metro, or the Iron Knight. Why would anybody want to do this stuff in a truck? Driving through a forest, narrow checkpoints in a truck. So I'm being sensible on this one. I'm going for the MG Metro, which is actually quite a nice little rally car. I've not actually tuned this. I've got this, but I haven't tuned it. So this is stock, whereas Dave was using a tuned version. This is actually just a normal stock out of the box S1. So let's see how we get on, I guess. And again, I'm not sure about difficulty settings, so I've just stuck it on average, which is the normal default for a game, but I'm looking at the times. The key to this is getting past these truck pulls, because these truck pulls will block everything and it's a pain in the backside. We've got the MG in front, Sergeant Matty Kipps, and almost tipping over. This is quite a tight corner in itself. It's very deceptive. You could quite easily sail past that one. And coming round the dirt track behind the festival stage, and round. You've still got a truck coming through there, so you have to be a bit careful. Looks like one's got stuck in the archway. And round in a loop, and you're back out under the tunnel, under the banner, and round the corner. So in first place, I can see the finish line there, so it doesn't actually seem too bad, but I am mindful that there are trees in this, and it is supposed to be quite difficult, and there they are. That's actually quite a wide checkpoint, and there's lots of small checkpoints here hugging the trees, and you can't really take this at speed. I'm pushing about 60 on this, and it's very difficult because you just have to clip them, and I'm not really happy with how fast I'm going on this one, but unfortunately you can't really go any quicker because everything's quite windy and you can end up smashing into all the trees. But this is coming towards the end now, just in case you get a foot down and get going and get through the line. And first place, but my time is what I'm after, 1 minute 37, so brilliant. I've beaten my time. I think it was 1:40 something or another without going back and having a look, but yeah, I've done quite well on that, even though I wasn't overly pleased with the speed towards the end. But that's those two custom blueprints, and actually are quite good fun. I've got the share codes up in this video. I'll put them in the description, so if you guys want to go and have a look at them, have a go at them, go ahead and see what sort of times you get. I don't think I've done brilliantly, because I think there's going to be loads of people who are going to absolutely hammer at them and leave my times in the dust, but I'm happy that at least I didn't completely fail on my backside on them, which I was expecting to. So that's that for this video. But if you like what I'm doing, hit that like button, hit subscribe. Until next time, thanks for watching, take it easy and happy driving.
Here called Forest Frenzy. Now, I made it for Mike because when he plays a limiter, he does like to say that he is great at going through forests. So I thought, well, let's put that to the test and let's actually make a route that goes through the forest. So there's a bit of thought behind this, but we'll get into more detail when you can actually see it. Ali, how are you thinking about driving through the forest at high speed?
I feel great about it. I feel fantastic. It's nice that you made it a route to torture Mike with.
And now I'm torturing you with it, right?
and absorb that and be a part of that. So I feel very privileged. I feel like Mike Brown might be the budget Mike Brown. Certainly. I'm definitely a more ritzy version. Nice to be here though, and looking forward to smashing your course.
Right. Okay. So first of all, I put it in winter because obviously make it a bit harder
to begin with.
Yeah. And right, let's see how you get on then.
You ready? Yeah, ready to kick off?
Yeah, let's go straight in. Let's go straight in.
Let's do it.
So I suppose there's a few layers to this. I did actually think it through, but so there's like I think 4 or 5 different phases where you go through the forest each time, it gets harder. So I think the first phase is fairly straightforward, but it'll get much more harder as you go through.
Okay.
And I've actually got rolling time. So the slower you are, it should turn to nighttime. So there's like an inbuilt timer where you've got to be quick. So let's see how you get on.
It feels good so far. I mean, that section was fine. This is where things get a bit more scary.
Yeah, this is where it goes on.
This is the easy
Yeah,
section.
I love that.
This is the easy section. So this is phase one. You got more like the checkpoints have got quite a lot of width. And each time you come out the forest, it will get the checkpoints will get thinner and thinner to the point where they're pretty much on the tree, where you have to like go as close as you can to the tree. So that's phase one. You're going to phase two now. They're getting a bit thinner, and let's see how you get on.
Oh yeah, okay. Dino, get out of my way, Dino! Come on! Oh man. Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
dear.
Focus.
Did you put extra
We're already a
trees
third of
in
the way
this?
through.
For a second, Dave. Let's get around this thing here. Right, we got this.
Oh no.
You got this. You got this. You're only 40% of the way through. Don't worry. It's fine.
This is
Don't get
like a
too
pain.
confident,
this is
Dave.
Just a
It's
pain
your turn after
simulator.
this.
In game, excuse me, thank you. In game, forest pain.
Yeah. So
Made
now you can see the
for-
checkpoints are getting thinner now, and it's getting darker. So that is a deliberate attempt to increase the pressure on you, Ali.
The pressure's, yeah, I'm feeling it. Feeling that pressure.
But you're doing pretty well, actually. I pretty sure made this harder.
I feel like it's one of those, you know, it's rhythm, you know. You get back into your rhythm, you feel good about it. It's the moments when you just hit like it's like when you think you can make it past a tree, but you hit the root or whatever, and no, and you have to, you know, it makes you stop and all that stuff. That's the hard bit.
That was a bit of a blind jump there. That was a bit unfair on my behalf. But in the essence of trying to give you a hard challenge.
It's fine because I'm pretty sure when Mike loaded me up beforehand with a pretty devious route that he'd put together as well. So in a second, the tables are going to turn, and I'm going to take profound pleasure, Dave, in watching you suffer through some blind jumps.
I can see the name of the one he's made for me already, so we'll see how that goes.
We will see how that goes.
Right, so this one now, the
there we
checkpoints
are.
are actually on the tree, so you have to pretty much just skirt
So
each tree.
mean. And excuse me, chaps. Did I cross that? I think I crossed that. Lovely.
There you go. So yeah, you got to go as close as you can to the tree without crashing into
no.
it. But you're actually nailing it. So fair play. Slight wrong way.
I'm in third now. I don't think I'm going to make it up to
How are you
up to
not-
the lead.
how are you not
81% of the way through.
Yeah, you're near the end now. I think there's a final bit downhill. Still going. as close as you can.
The cruelest course. This is so cruel. My poor little Lego car. I don't think there's a way through that one without just going into the tree. Like
Yeah,
some of them
are definitely like that.
sacrifice myself, send it.
And then you've got to, like, you know, put your foot down, flag, awesome finish. And
Here
there
we
you
go.
have it.
That's it.
Forest Frenzy. How do you feel?
Easy, Dave.
not
Easy. So when
worthy.
does it get hard? Does it get hard now? Is there like is there a second level? When's the hard bit?
Let's see what Mike's made. Let's see.
All for him.
So yeah, exactly. I put my best man on this. Mike Brown took some of his time, and he's really got his head down. I'm very proud of the work that he's done. It's work that represents, I think. I think it's
Tree
going to
dodging
bring out the
simulator
best in you.
2020.
It's going to look for character. It's going to build character.
Right, and it's
I'm
raining.
pumped.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Oh no.
When with rain rather than the full snow.
So Mike's gone straight in with, like, it's just hard from the get-go. It's raining and it's already dark. He's just not messing around to it. Oh,
I love the
okay,
tank pools as well. They give an extra little je ne sais quoi that it's just delicious.
I love how this starts with just, it's called tree. Ooh, here we go. Okay, right, we're talking now. We're talking. Right. It's like treetop simulator, but we just got a bit of a scramble around the festival. Where are the trees?
That's right. Yeah, that's how it gets you. It's luring you into a false sense of security right now. They say a tree has never hit a car apart from in self-defense, and we'll see that later as this continues to develop.
Right.
Your choice of car, interesting for this one, Dave. You want to talk us through it? A little Peugeot. No,
yeah. So I went for the Metro because I think it's I think it handles off-road. It's quite a nippy car for off-road. So given that it was called Treetop Simulator, I thought, well, I'm going to be going through the... here we go. We're in exactly the same... He's already done what I've done. He's just done the same thing, but he's done it straight away. Oh, wow. This is brilliant. We basically... He's just gone into like, okay, right, I'm going to just zone in on this. If mine started on medium, this has started on like insane. Okay.
Are you finding this bit hard? Because it gets tricky later.
Easy.
This is like the easy warm-up for you. Later on, it's going to go up a little bit.
I got so much training for when I did it myself. Easy. Look at that.
Brutal.
No messing. When does it get hard then, Ali?